Hi all, good morning. Welcome to Pradeep-Informatica Blogspot 13. Today we'll see how we can install Informatica, the latest version 10.4.1 in Windows version. Earlier in my videos you might have seen with the Linux, but just I'm giving a try to do an installation with Windows Server 2016 with an Oracle 11.204 and I'm using Informatica 11.4.1. So let's start. In my previous video you might have seen how we can install the Informatica client and how we can get the software and the key and everything. So if you have some time, check my channel to get all the details. So for now I'm trying to start the installation process. So before starting that, I want to log into the I want to create a user for the Oracle. So just I'm creating the user. So I'm using Oracle system and I'm connecting to the system and I'm trying to create a user, so which I have already, the pre-built scripts are there with me. So let me try to just give a second. Yep. So here it's go. So I'm using these scripts from 10 version. So let me will get the details with respect to 10. So yeah, this is a user infodm. It's like the domain user. I'm trying to create a user and I'm trying to create the user and I'm granting the resource for that user, and the user ID and password will be the same. So I am granted for both. So if you want, I can create a info PCRS also. So I'll be getting the info PCRS as a user and I am granting the roles for that user. So this thing is a prerequisite before starting the Informatica. So let's start Informatica installation. So from the previous window, from the previous video, we might have seen how we can get the software. So the zip file is available here. So the zip file is with this name and this is a part2 zip. If you have extracted, you will see another client zip file which you will be extracting and you will be getting this folder location. So let's start the installation. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'll just clicking the install icon so that it will have a pop-up window saying that do you want to run this. So for this user we need to get the Informatica services need to be run with the admin privileges for installing it. So we have to make sure the user which we are trying to install should have admin privileges. So just I'm giving a run command so that it will be authorized to get the sys privileges. So once it's started, then we'll get a pop-up window saying what are the values we can do it. So let's discuss in detail what are the values we are going to get it. So earlier we have discussed for the Informatica client, but here we are going to discuss everything with the server only for Informatica 10.4.1. So we can select any of these information. So whether you want to install or you want to upgrade, if you want to install you can select this one, or if you want to run this prerequisite that whether your installation will be successful or not. By checking this as a prerequisite you can get the details. So this is for the Kerberos format generator if you want, or if you have any existing version, that is the basic version for Informatica to go to 10.4.1 is with 10.2 version with HF2. So if you have that version, you will select this option and you can give the upgrade advisory so that it will verify whether it is everything is there or not. Or if you want to install or upgrade the data transformation engine only, you can do this option. Or if you want to install apply hotfix to this. For example, if you have a 10.4 and you want to install the HF1 version, so you will select this option and you will select the existing version and then you can proceed. So in my scenario I am trying to see the Informatica fresh installation, so I am clicking the install and I am giving a start option so that it will move to the next step. So I have clicked it and it's trying to execute the install.exe file again, and it will try to get all the required information. So I'm closing it. So it started getting the data. So the first one is like we have to accept the licenses for all the softwares. The similar way we are going to agree the terms by studying all these things, and I can move to the next step. And these are the prerequisites which we have to get it. So the minimum prerequisites for this is like you have to get a 50 GB disk space in your system, and we have to get a 6 GB memory, and we have to verify the database version and whether the user is having the create or drop to tables or insert update DML statements, and whether you got a license key, and verify the system requirement and environment variables if it is a Linux, and verify the ports, whether if you are using multiple versions of Informatica, you can verify the ports whether it's available or not, and the keystore file where you will be using this for the HTTPS protocol. So for that we need a keystore file, and you have to download and extract the installer files. So just I'm giving it. So the default path will be C:\Informatica 10.4.1, and if you want to enable Kerberos authentication for the domain, I don't want to use this option, and I can select the key where it is actually. So I'm going to the path, and this is the license key which I got it from the Oracle eDelivery. So whatever the environment we have, I am trying to do a sample sandbox. I am giving the next command, and here we can see that services will be installed and the product version, and it's a type of installation, it's a new installation, and it is the drive and whatever the disk space is required and available, how much it is there, and you can proceed to the next. So here we can start installation. So from 0 to 100 it will start the installation. So all the video whichever I'm trying to show, this is only for educational purpose, but not for installing it in companies and all. So this is only for your educational purpose. I have tried to prepare a video, so strictly restricted this video for educational purpose. So I'll pause it. Once I've completed this 99 and 100%, I'll be back. So it will take a couple of minutes to make it. Let's wait. Here we can see that it's going to create a domain, and if you want to enable the security you can do it, and I'm using the HTTPS with the 844 protocol. I'm going to the next page, and it will ask to generate, it will try to generate a keystore file. So here I'm going to give the info DM10 is the user, and the password also I have kept it as the same, and we'll try to see what is the host name, and the TNS ping CL, and localhost only it is there, localhost semicolon 1521. Oh, why it's not came 1521, and the user database services ORCL. I am trying to do a test connection, and it is successful. I'm moving to the next level, and it is asking me to keep the password. For the keyword it will use for the encryption. If you are changing any domain or any of these things, you will get it. So here you can study that the encryption key gets generated in this location with the name site key. You must keep this name of the domain and the keyword for the encryption key, and the key file in the secure location. The domain name, keyword, and encryption are required when you are changing the encryption key or you are moving to another repository. So this is very important step. So I'm giving info underscore DM POC, and everything is fine, and I'm giving the admin as a password, and I don't want to create any of these services for now. So I'm giving to the next, so it will try to generate the encryption key. So it's trying to define a domain, so it will try to create a domain with this name and the node and the host number and the port and whatever the settings we have given it. So it will try to create a domain. So here we can see, right, it's trying to register the plugin. So based on our Informatica license, it's going to install the plugins based on our license, what are the variable licenses we are having, and it will register those plugins to our domain. So this is very important step. So here like if you are using the Informatica with other user, and if you want to do so, you can give the corresponding user ID and the password, so that it will start using the services with that account. But currently I'm logged in with Informatica administrator, so that's why I'm not giving any user account. So defaultly it will take as an administrator as an account. So with these credentials, it will try to execute the commands. So here it is starting the services. So backend the Informatica services is created, and it is trying to start the Informatica services. So it's trying to ping the domain. So it's trying to ping the Informatica administrator account. So once it's completed, it will try to installation is completed. So now the Informatica 10.4.1 installation is completed. So let me log into this. One quick thing is, like, the Informatica Internet Explorer is not supportable, so I'm trying to log in with the Mozilla application. So I'm logging into the Mozilla. So this is the URL. So it starts with the 6008. So let me try to log into the Mozilla first time. So I'm trying to log into the admin console with the local host. So I'm trying to log in with the Mozilla, and I'm trying to verify the certificate. I'm giving the acceptance list so that it will be launched into admin console, and I'm administrator, then again admin I have given. So this is the password. Save, login. With this we can log into the domain. So now we have to create a repository service, and we'll create an integration service, and then we'll try to connect to the client. So I'm clicking the services and nodes. So here we can see, right, what are the services are there. So here we are not having any repository service. I'm directly going, I don't want to waste anyone's time, so I'm giving RSPOC, and I'm giving the license, and I'm giving the node name, and I'm giving the next, and I'm giving the Oracle, and the user ID, password, and the connect. Okay, the user ID is InfaPCRS, and the corresponding password also is InfaPCRS, and the password database connection string is an Oracle, and I want to make it as an UTF-8 only, the default code page. So no code exists, content exists, I am giving it because I don't want to say. So it's created it, and I'm trying to enable it, and we'll see whether our credentials is working fine or not, because here there is no option to verify the connectivity also. So just I'm trying to enable the service. So it's enabling the service. So once it's enabled, then it is good. Yeah, I think it's enabled. So the repository service is an exclusive mode, which we have to change it to the normal mode, and I'll make it and it is not a version repository. I haven't selected while creating the repository, so that's why it's not a non-version repository. And here I'm trying to create the content, so I'm creating the repository as a version control, and I'm giving OK. So the tables will be metadata tables will be created. So let me go to the services, and the RS you will see service is available, and it's an exclusive mode, and I can turn this to the normal mode. And now you can see that it's a version repository. I'm giving OK, and I'm giving OK. So the services will be restarted. Once it's restarted, I'll try to create the integration service. So once it's so now I'm trying to create the integration service and the license and the node name, and I'm giving the next, and I'm using the repository service and which type of format you want to go. So I'm going to the UNIF and I'm giving finish. So the integration service will be created. So it is asking to choose the MS Latin. Okay, it's fine for me. So just for time pass I am trying to create, right? So that's why it's allowed, and I'll try to enable the service and it will verify. So I have given the enable service. So once this is enabled, so we have completed everything, the installation of the Informatica Power Center. Hope this video will helps you to know the knowledge for Informatica 10.4.1. If you have any concerns, always reach me at pradeep-informatica.blogspot.com and to email ID vsnpce@gmail.com. Thanks for your all support. Thank you. Have a great day. All the best for you.